arrives on Friday, and it does look to be a soggy weekend as well across Northern California. And also, speaking of snow, that's where we find our Rob Carlmark. He's up in South Lake Tahoe once again this morning. Rob, how was day 2?
Oh, Brandon, now I heard you say that it was 11 degrees here in South Lake Tahoe. I gotta be honest with you, I think it feels more like 10, but I'll take your word for it. So I am live here at South Lake Tahoe for day number 2 of Operation Sierra Storm. Now, this is a weather conference I go to every year, and you know, the weather's different every year, the speakers are different every year, and I'll talk about the speakers, and then I'll talk about one of the cheat codes that you can have here in South Lake Tahoe that I think a lot of people are not aware of. But I want to show you what 11 degrees looks like here, so go ahead and walk with me here. Folks, this is what 11 degrees will do to any fountain anywhere, but it's just spectacular to be here and very, very quiet. Now, before I get to some really cool video that I shot yesterday, number one, it's a weather conference, so it's not going to be very visual, but who we had yesterday was the former director of FEMA, very big name. So Craig told us all about how FEMA works, which nobody in the room really realized, is that they really are there to have backup funding for uninsured assets. So commercial properties, residential properties, they are not there to rebuild roads. They are not there to do a lot of the hands-on work. It really was surprising. So if you have insurance, FEMA will not cover you. If you have the means to replace your property, but you don't have insurance, in other words, if you can get a loan, they will not reimburse you. It's the folks that have no insurance and no means to reimburse themselves. That's when FEMA steps in. Again, we were all aghast. We had no idea how it actually worked. He was there to explain it. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is in South Lake Tahoe, or quite frankly, anywhere in the Tahoe region, take a look at this video. Folks, if you can get up here on a Monday, on a Tuesday, or on a Wednesday, it is like a magic trick. First of all, your lodging is going to be way less. Second of all, there are no crowds at all. And I'm talking about no crowds on the slopes, no crowds for all the tubing hills that are around, because I know a lot of people don't ski or snowboard. It's all about just having fun in the snow. Everything's just a lot cheaper. It's less crowded. Anywhere you want to eat, you can walk in, no problem. It's like literally taking a lot of the friction away from getting up to, say, Heavenly or any other spots around here, and just allowing yourself to have a trouble-free and worry-free vacation or holiday all within about an hour-and-a-half drive. So it's just amazing to me the difference that we see all the gridlock and everything else that happens on weekends, and then you get to a weekday and all of a sudden it just all goes away. So back out here live, I've learned one thing with having kids is that if you're ever away from town for a little bit, you got to come back with something. So Jordan, I'm going to bring you back something just a little bit more special. What do you think about this? This is a new look. It's not going to work for me, obviously, but it might work for you.
You might need it this morning. If it's, 11 feels like 10 degrees out there, it'll probably keep your ears warm out there. Yeah. That's a cool hat.
I've forgotten everything Rob said prior to him putting the hat on now.
Walt would like one too.
Yeah.
Who needs a lampshade at a party, right? When you got
it doesn't work for me, and as Walt likes to point out, as Walt likes to point out, for every one of these live shots in Lake Tahoe, I look very tired and googly-eyed. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more rest and get back to the conference.
I stand by what I said right now. Okay, Rob.
Brendan, thank you for filling in. You're a fantastic meteorologist.
All right.